Hello everyone, Dan Grove here from Stop Drinking Limited again. Today the question, how do you go sober and handle your drinking buddies at the same time? Now we live in a very distorted reality where the regular consumption of a proven carcinogenic is considered normal. Conversely, the people who don't want to drink the poison are considered strange, unsociable and boring. I'll tell you, if aliens visited this planet from another world and observed our behavior with regards to alcohol, they would think that we're deranged. And you know what? Perhaps we are. Actually, people who don't have a problem with alcohol don't get upset when you refuse a drink. However, individuals who are also addicted respond aggressively to anyone who refuses to support their social proof that they find comforting. The human body responds to alcohol exactly as you would expect it to respond when you ingest poison. It makes you feel ill before eventually forcing you to vomit or expel the offending substance. No matter how defensive a drinker gets about his or her drinking, at the back of their mind they instinctively know that one day this habit must stop, one way or another. The thought of this is terrifying to an addict, and rather dealing with a painful issue head on, they prefer to stick their heads in the sand like an ostrich. Part of the way in which a drinker explains away the entire illogical behavior of drinking poison for fun is to point out that everyone around them also drink. Social proof is a commonly used component of human decision making. We tend to default to the position that other people around us know better than us. We will often follow the crowd even when we are convinced that they are wrong. This has actually been proven in a social experiment time and time again. A group of 20 individuals were told to examine 3 identical pieces of string and identify the longest one from the others. However, only one person out of these 20 was genuinely participating in the experiment. The other 19 of the test had been instructed to look carefully at all the individual pieces and confidently then announce the third piece to be the longer one. In 9 out of 10 cases, the genuine participant, having watched 20 others or 19 other people point out the third string, also went on and confirmed that, yep, that one is longer than the rest. Drinkers use the social proof of other drinkers to ease their nagging doubts and worries about continually ingesting something that they know to be fundamentally harmful. So when you come along and start refusing to drink the poison, you cause dramatic psychological pain to people offering the drink. It is unlikely that they will recognize it on a conscious level, but their aggression towards you is a direct response to the pain that you've caused them. Anyone who has stopped drinking and been on the receiving end of this sort of thing will confirm that aggression is not too strong a word to use. I was once confronted at an Elvis tribute party that I went to by a woman who claimed I was ruining her party, and I was ruining the party for everybody because I refused to drink. I asked her, how is my choice of drink, how could that impact the fun that you or other people are having? But that was a mistake in itself, because trying to argue with a drunk person is like trying to build an igloo in the desert. It is pointless. She claimed that she couldn't fully relax and let her hair down because she was aware of me watching her and being judgmental. I'm not sure where that insecurity came from, but she looked pretty bloody relaxed to me already. In my book, My Life in a Bottle, I'll tell the story about my friend in the restaurant owner who just assumed that I wanted a drink, who thought I was ill because I refused the free alcohol she was offering. I've also had male friends call me gay because I refused drink. How my choice of beverage has any bearing on my sexual preference, I will never understand. Human beings are motivated by only 2 things in life. The one is to avoid pain, and the other one is to gain pleasure. And I'll tell you, while we're on the subject, we will do much more to avoid pain than we will to achieve pleasure. When you decline an alcoholic drink and indirectly cause this person psychological pain, they can respond in only one of 2 ways. Of course, They can choose to also stop drinking and move towards pleasure. However, the path of least resistance for them is to avoid pain. And so they are more likely to try and remove the pain, in this case you, and or your behavior, than stopping drinking. If the drinker can get you drinking again, then their social proof is restored and their pain will go away. If that fails, they may just avoid you and therefore also avoid the pain your behavior is causing them. No matter what they say to you, no matter how offensive, manipulative, cajoling, or personal they get, remember this: you are not the one doing something wrong. Getting your friends to understand that you do not drink anymore is different from telling your family that you're not drinking anymore. With friends, you need to take a firm and direct stance. You must get comfortable with using words like stop, or no thank you, with that level of aggression up to a point. We want them to understand that they crossed the line. Think about it. If you change the drug, imagine you just told your friends, guys, I have finally managed to kick heroin. I am so relieved. My life is getting so much better. How would you feel if your friends then turn around and start pushing heroin in your face and go, come on, have one bit of heroin, come on. Just one shot of heroin because you're not that much fun without it. Wouldn't you be really angry with them? Wouldn't you feel disappointed in them? There is no difference. Alcohol kills massively more people than heroin. You have every right to be offended, even if you change this thing to a non-drug. Imagine you decide to become a vegan and you tell your friends, look guys, this has been a difficult path for me, but I've finally made my decision. I love this way of life and I'm going to be a vegan now. So please respect that. And every time you went to their house, they try and shove sausages in your face. Wouldn't that be stupid? Just offensive? Wouldn't you say, stop it, why are you doing this? Just remember, you are not doing something wrong. If you take this line in the sand stance, what will happen is that over time, they will just eventually back off. It happened to me. They accused me of all sorts. And then one day I walked into the pub and there it was, a glass of orange juice on the counter. They just gave up. They knew it was a line that they couldn't cross anymore. And then you're in a beautiful place. The process of stopping drinking without using willpower is one of slowly decloaking the dark magic of alcohol and revealing the truth about the drug. You can see this slowly happening with cigarette smoking. Not so long ago, cigarettes were seen as glamorous, sexy, and fundamental part of to be sociable. More and more these days, smokers are banished to stand outside in the cold to take their drug. It is seen more like a dirty habit than a social activity. While smokers still have the social proof of other smokers, they no longer have the approval of society as a whole. Unfortunately, the alcohol industry is about 20-30 years behind the cigarette industry. Alcohol manufacturers are still allowed to advertise and say pretty much anything they want. It's time to accept the truth. Their packaging is free of graphic warning labels like you get on cigarettes. And the product is freely available, not an under-the-counter item like cigarettes are increasingly becoming. There is an incorrect assumption that cigarettes are more harmful than alcohol. The truth is, nicotine is the 6th most addictive substance on earth. And alcohol is the 2nd, just behind heroin. Alcohol kills somebody every 90 seconds. And it is this fact that drinkers don't like to be reminded about by teetotalers like you and me. Stick to your guns, or cranberry or orange juice if you like. You are not the one doing anything wrong. The person who drink poison for fun are the ones who are out of whack with reality. Okay, listen, I publish 2 videos every week, so if you are interested in being reminded of the next video coming in the series, just pop the subscribe button and click that little bell and you'll get reminded about that. And if you are interested in learning more about stopping drinking and staying stopped, I've left a few links in the comment section where you can join our online daily sessions, where I talk about how I stopped drinking and how I can help you to stop drinking. And when you join that, I will also give you my free book, or my book that I've written for free. Other than that, there's a link where you can click that you can book a call to speak to me, where we can discuss and how we can help you on your road to sobriety. And then the third link is our website link, where you can just find all the information. The daily sessions that I'm talking about, we have a few every day, so please just pick a time that suits you, and I hope to see you on there. All right, guys, thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.